And it is popping!
Welcome to beautiful Okapaki. There's lots of flat lagoon area. So the lagoon itself is in general about 3 to 4 meters deep. The island that you go to for kiteboarding, Honeymoon Island, is pretty much between ankle deep and waist deep water. There's lots of kiting area to go to. Pretty epic. So in terms of what to bring, you can get away with just shorts on the water, but a spring suit will just be a bit more comfortable. Reef shoes, you really want reef shoes. You get a variety of different weather here, so we were really lucky this time, and it was pretty much 8 meter kites the whole time. There was one day that I had to use 12, but last time we went, a lot of 12s, and quite a few people out on 15s and that sort of stuff, the really big stuff. And look, in the end, the kite that you didn't bring is probably more valuable to have than just not being able to do that particular wind range. But I'd probably not bring anything smaller than an 8. You're unlikely to want to go out to the island if it's that windy. So definitely bring your twin tip, but also hydrofoils are not bad here. I would definitely look at getting a short mast if you can, because the east side of the island, which most likely you'll be hydrofoiling on, the water there is sort of waist deep. A long mast will hit, but if you get something like a 75, I think you'd be cruising. So in terms of when you want to get out here, you really want to be heading out probably July at the earliest, and then up to about the end of September. So Anywhere than that period, they have quite a lot of wind. I'll put a link in the description. So Aitutaki is not too bad to get to. So either you can get a direct flight from Sydney into Rarotonga and then from Rarotonga to Aitutaki, or you can get a flight in via Auckland. Both are pretty good options. So on the island there's lots of stuff to check out. There's lots of snorkeling to go and do. So up the end of the accommodation here there's a nice little reef. At the end of the runway there's a nice little reef that you can check out. And it's all just sort of weighed out there. If you want to do something that's a bit more spectacular, there's the GP cruise that you can go on. That's a whole lot of really big giant trevally and a whole lot of little other tropical fish. It's really cool, definitely recommended if you head out here. And of course there's the whales as well. So the whales usually come around here at this time of year, around August, September. There'll definitely be whales around. There's also lots and lots of things to do on the island as well. Like there's lots of great restaurants, there's lots of areas to chill out. It's a really good spot to just relax and enjoy if there's any upwind days. There is a dive place here. You can do diving, but just make sure you check to make sure that they've got availability and that they can at least mostly book you in. This time around, I tried to book in and really out of 2 weeks they couldn't fit any dives in. So just make sure you book it if you're gonna go. Because it's an atoll, they dive on the walls of the atoll, and there's lots of sort of little undulating areas, lots of little channels that you can swim through and bits and pieces, so it's pretty nice. So really there's a few sections that you can kiteboard in at Freeman Island. The section in front of the huts, which is a really nice flat lagoon. So that flat lagoon is probably ankle to shin deep water for, I don't know, a couple of 100 meters at least. There is a small channel towards the west side of that. So there's like a large strip that's probably a bit more like waist deep water. So if you're planning on doing some tricks or jumps and that sort of stuff, that's a good spot to go. There is a sandbar just in front of it, so just be careful that you don't hit the sandbar. And then to the south of that channel, there's also a really big area which is probably waist deep water to maybe chest deep water, which if you want to do really big jumps and really send it, that's the spot to do it. The other place for deep water is on the east side. So the east side is all really probably a bit over waist deep water. So if you want to do hydrofoiling, that's the place to go. If you want to do big jumps, pretty good. And the north section above Honeymoon Island is all probably a bit deeper than, like it's chest deep to a bit deeper. It sort of just goes out much deeper. The island has a whole lot of wind shadows, and it's really easy to get caught out in a wind shadow or have an accident or something like that and get drawn into some of the bommies. So if you get on any of this stuff, you really want to be getting some hydrogen peroxide on it to just kill anything that's in there, and you want to be making sure that you look after it and put some antiseptic on it. So just hang around the right spots.